came as a surprise to many. The IATF approving a proposal to reduce the recommended physical distancing in mass transport vehicles. But it shouldn't be a surprise that the recommendation came from economists in the government. Is this needed? Is it worth raising the risk of COVID-19 virus transmission? Motoring Forum will discuss the answers to these questions.
From day one of the community quarantine, people have been told that the best way to avoid infection and to stop the spread of COVID-19 is to wash hands thoroughly, to stay home, and when going out for essential needs, to wear a mask or face covering, and to always maintain at least a meter distance from others. Over the weeks and months of transitioning from various levels of community quarantine restrictions to another, it became apparent that reopening the economy was just as important as containing the spread of the virus. As businesses and trades were allowed to reopen, it became apparent too that the transport needs of returning workers must be met. Transport modes, buses, trains, shuttles, taxis, modern PUVs, traditional jeepneys, TNVS units, even tricycles were phased in but still under physical distancing protocols, meaning at least a meter distance between passengers on the commute. But it became apparent that there is a need to increase the capacity of mass transportation modes to safely meet demand. The Economic Development Cluster, or EDC, came up with the idea that less could lead to more. Less distance between passengers, more capacity. Among members of the EDC are representatives from the National Economic Development Authority and the Department of Trade and Industry. The DOTR, headed by Secretary Arthur Tugate, supported the EDC proposal, saying that there is a need to safely optimize the carrying capacity of all public transport modes for land, sea, and air in areas under general community quarantine. The Interagency Task Force on Emerging Infectious Diseases, or IATF-EID, approved the EDC DOTR proposal, which called for reducing the mandatory distance between passengers on public utility vehicles from 1 meter to 0.75 meters, beginning on September 14, then further reducing that to 0.5 meters on September 28, and to 0.3 meters on October 12.
Inirekomenda ng EDC sa IATF na payagan ang pagbabawas ng physical distancing sa pagitan ng mga pasahero sa 0.5 meters. Siyempre, kasama na dito yung mga ibang minimum health standards na in place na tulad ng mandatory use of face mask, face shield, hand washing, disinfecting, and health screening. Dahil sa positibong endorsement ng EDC, pati na rin ang suporte nila Sec. Mon Lopez ng DTI, Sec. Carl Chua ng DBM, Sec. Ronnie Bautista ng DSWD, at pati na rin po ang ating Chief Implementer na si Secretary Charlie Galvez, National Task Force. Ang IATF po ay pumayag na nabawasan ang physical distance sa pagitan ng mga pasahero to 0.5 meters. Ito po ay nakapakaloob sa IATF Resolution number 69. Bagamat pinayagan na po ng IATF nabawasan ang physical distance between passengers to 0.5 meters, minabuti pa rin po ni Secretary Tugate na ipa-implement ito sa isang prudent at gradual na pamamaraan.
During a press briefing announcing the reduction of physical distancing in public transport, the DOTR trotted out estimates of how this increased passenger capacity in trains. The announcement of this initiative for optimizing the capacity of public transport was met with questions. Is this safe? Have health authorities been consulted? The DOTR maintains health authorities have been consulted. With regard to trains, the DOTR said it surveyed rail services in other countries also struggling with COVID-19 and learned that the Philippines is one of the few countries mandating social or physical distancing on trains and stations.
Ilan po dun sa mga natignan po natin na kasamahan po nating rail operators sa mundo ay nakikita niyo po sa screen. Isa po dun sa mga nakita natin sa current po na estado ng COVID-19 ay tayo na lang po yung natitira na nag-enforce po nitong 1 meter na social distancing, especially po sa loob ng mga tren. Sa labas po ng trend sa mga stasyon, we still observe po. Ang nakita natin ay nag-observe pa po ng social distancing. Pero pagdating po sa loob, base po sa ating pag-aaral ay tayo na lang po ang natitira na nag-enforce po nito. Sabi nga po ng UIC or ng International Union of Railways, and this is a direct quote po, using other prevention measures in combination with social distancing, such as wearing a mask, will modify the threshold of social distancing and thus enable to increase the occupancy rate of the trains.
But right after the first phase of the reduction was implemented, Department of Interior and Local Government Secretary Eduardo Año claimed health authorities weren't consulted and that the IATF didn't approve the initiative. Año also warned this could lead to a return to ECQ. At the same time, Department of Health Secretary Francisco Duque III claimed that he wasn't at the meeting that supposedly approved the phased physical distancing reduction in public transport. Duque also cited a study of the Health Professionals Alliance Against COVID-19 that indicated a decrease in physical distancing could increase the country's COVID-19 death rate. However, a GMA network report showed a copy of minutes of an IATF showing the EDC proposal seconded and approved. And finally, depending on who media talked to, it was either the reduction would be continued or it was being reconsidered. Meanwhile, commuters are advised to continue to strictly observe the mandate to wear masks and face shields and to avoid talking or answering phones while on public transport.
Government must balance the need to open up the economy against the need to protect communities, workers heading back to work, medical and other frontliners against the contagion. It's a delicate balance and there's no escaping the consequences of a mistake one way or the other. That's our Morning Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.